Yo, 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 yo. Here in the building, here in the billion, here in the billion. That's what I wish. That's what I got my mind on. I got my mind on the building, which got a billion in it. So that's what I'm at right now, current state of life. I got me a new tablet, so I'm able to just keep my tablet here and do my thing, multitasking. You hear some clicks. It's my mouse. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I got this new thing I've been doing. I've been definitely vegetarian for going on a few months, and I had this crazy thought the other day, and it was like, what if you had your last meal, what would it be? And I would say, think about the different meals you have had in the past like 10 years, the different things you're eating, different things you try, different diets, because we are bound to diet at any point. So when I was in, a lot of people don't know this, when I was in high school, I quit eating beef and pork, and I would only eat chicken and seafood. Now, being transparent here, when you're a little young kid from Tennessee, fish ain't you know, it's like I always say this, it was elegant, it's like it's a special meal, you going to Red Lobster with seafood, and, as a 32-year-old living in California, Korea, Texas, I know real seafood now. Yeah, that ain't, And I remember going to get Mexican food. I had my first Mexican food. I was in San Pedro, California, and one of my friends had purchased some Chinese food, and I was like, "What's this?" It was literally Taco Bell across the street, and I was like, "Yeah, you get some Taco Bell, you give me a quesadilla, chalupa," and they was like, "A quesadilla from Taco Bell? You can't eat that. That ain't real food." I was like, "What are you talking about, real food?" She was like, "I got you a chalupa and a quesadilla," and it was something else I can't even pronounce. I'm not even gonna try to. So I got that, and I ate it, and I was like, "What's all this?" She was like, "Yeah, that's flavor." I was like, "Oh my goodness, this is real food! Wow, the flavor is just kicking my butt," and it was like spicy. Mild, to like the Mexican community, mild is spicy to me. Like, I can't even eat mild sauce on my food. So it was just spicy, kicking my butt. And they was like, "That's just mild. That's not even, something hot." So, changed my whole perspective on like eating and food and things of that nature. So, as I transitioned from there, man, start eating like Chinese food. And when you a little dude in Tennessee and you eat Chinese food, it ain't the same. Cause I remember my homeboy Dwayne, he loved Chinese food, and to me, I was never a big Chinese food person. Never. It's good, but it was expensive. Chinese food was expensive. I just can't. It's not in the budget. Chinese food not in the budget. So that's what I definitely encountered throughout my years of just eating food. Dwayne could afford Chinese food. I couldn't afford Chinese food. So when we would eat, all I knew was fried rice. I didn't, man, you look at the menu, fried rice, General's chicken, all that kind of stuff was like, okay. So literally, I went to California, I started hanging out with Asian people, and it was like, this is a big difference, this is real food, you start eating it, got the different taste on it, all these types of things. It just changes your whole perspective of the food you're eating. So, Chinese food is not the same. You start eating real Chinese food, and then you start eating authentic Chinese food from the crib. It's like, man, I can't even eat out no more. So that's why I definitely encountered. And I went, wow, I went maybe like 6 years not eating beef and pork. I really, what's so funny? I started off just eating chicken. I went a while without chicken because seafood was like, what? Who can afford seafood? But only seafood I would eat was like Long John Silver or if I went to Red Lobster. So I wasn't a frequent seafood eater. I was definitely a chicken. Chicken was meat. Chicken. Everything chicken. It's chicken? Yeah. It ain't chicken? Yeah. So maybe like 4 years within it, I finally converted to eating some turkey. And my turkey consists of that nasty turkey bacon. And if I went out to eat and they had a turkey burger, I eat a turkey burger. But on the regular, it was really just chicken. So that really affected me a certain way because a lot of times I didn't eat, If people didn't have what I like to eat, I didn't eat a lot of times. So my mom would make me like, well, I ain't cooking nothing for you. I cook something for me. So I was, that's how I turned into this whole I'm cooking for myself. I like to feed myself because, who else gonna feed me? Nobody else gonna feed me. That's why I be single all the time. You gotta feed me. You want to keep me around, you gotta feed me. But you gotta feed me something I like. That's what nobody think about. You just can't feed people just be feed. You gotta feed them something that they like. So I went through that, and I didn't really jump into meat again outside of chicken until I joined the military because my whole thoughts were, I'm not sure what they're gonna have. You don't want to be there and you don't know what you're going to eat. You don't want to be out there you can't eat. You don't want to get picked on because you're not eating certain things. So I started eating beef. Probably, I left June 2008. Maybe like January, February, I started eating beef again. And, that stuff was so delicious. Beef was so delicious. And, I would say it was delicious because I ain't had it in so long. Fast forward later, it wasn't that serious. Only time I eat beef is a freaking burger, I just started cooking spaghetti like 3 years ago. So, yeah, definitely that. So, I got a little older. I got back to my whole whatever. I don't buy beef to cook, So if somebody is having beef or something at their house, out of respect, I'll eat. I'll date somebody and they cooking beef, blah, blah, blah. But I think one of the greatest things I actually ate that I like to eat was enchiladas, like homemade enchiladas. Enchiladas are so delicious. And fried rice, like homemade fried rice. In order to make fried rice at home, you got to cook rice one day and let it sit out in the refrigerator a few days, get it a little hard, stuff like that. That kind of the business. But, since I've been like strictly vegetarian, I would definitely say it has its challenges. I eat way more carbs than I normally do. But I will say I have more energy and I definitely feel stronger. It's positive. I have really nothing negative to say about it. I eat so much plant-based food to where I don't even notice that it's a difference. I eat more tofu than I would ever thought I would eat tofu. Because where I came from, tofu was like, we didn't eat tofu. It's just this little white, looky, spongy thing. Who's gonna eat that? So that's what I've been at lately. So what my last meal, my favorite thing to eat is my grandma macaroni. So my last meal consists of, I had an ex who made some really, really good enchiladas. I have that, my grandmama's macaroni, and, some vegan cookies. Vegan cookies on point. I definitely enjoy that a lot. So that's all I got going on my end. I definitely should be recording a lot more. I finally got everything situated the way I want it. I gotta buy a adapter for my tripod. Yeah, my tripod is nice for my phone, but I want to start using my tablet because my tablet is way nicer than my phone. So yeah, All right, holla. Oh, my bad. Let's try this. Peace out, holla. I like that better.